or an infested Protoss. Wait, I guess you can't have an infested Protoss. But anyway, this is hero join. No, but you know how like how Moro and TLO both switch from Terran to Zerg, so people are like, oh, they're infested Terrans. What happens if you go the other way? Do you become like uninfested? He's like the uninfested Protoss? The reverse infested? Or no, he's like the mind controlled Zerg. Yeah, he's like mind controlled. Except you can't do that in StarCraft 2, or rather Zerg gets that ability as well. That's so unfair. Zergs can infest people and neuroparasite them? That seems kind of imba. I think that's actually pretty imba. I think we need to address this. David Kim, you can't infest somebody and also mind control them. That's not fair. You should give mind control back to Protoss, I think. Because that was like the coolest spell ever, even though it was completely useless. Anyway. Actually, now that I think about it, the Dark Archon in Brood War was a lot like the Oracle is going to be in Heart of the Swarm, if they don't change it, where it's like, you never... Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him being all cutesy and like switching which mineral he's mining from. Anyway, it's gonna be, I think it was just 14 pool, and probably gonna be a 15 Nexus from Hero. But yeah, basically, the Dark Archon like had Feedback and Maelstrom, both of which are so much better than Mind Control, and also cost less energy. So it's like you never actually use Mind Control unless you just want to BM your opponent. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You basically don't ever use it. If you're in a position where you can use mind control, it's like you're already won the game. And so the Oracle has, what is that? That like vision on a building thing that's like not going to be very useful because you would just rather use Entomb and Cloak because they're awesome. That's all theory crafting, of course. So yeah, we're gonna have Nexus first, and then Forge, and then put a pylon there to help make that a nice little wall-in. Preordained, that's what it's called. Yeah, thank you. Both players playing pretty standard. And there's the gateway. Looks like he actually misplaced it there initially. It's like, oh, let me fix that. Make it nice and in line with the Forge. Actually, now that I look at it, are Forges and gateways actually like the same width in StarCraft 2? Because I've been assuming that they're not. Now that I actually look at it properly, it looks like they actually are. Which is kind of ironic considering I'm actually a Protoss player, so you'd think I'd know this. But it's just like, instinctively I'm like, gateways are fatter than Forges. But actually, I don't think they are anymore. Interesting. So good old Queenie's gonna make her way down to the natural hatchery, and they'll be spawning out another queen from the main hatchery. And got some gases down for Hero. Standard stuff so far. Oh, PowerPoint. Oh no, wait, no, we're back. Whew, made me nervous. You know what? I'm just happy that Flash versus Effort didn't crash the stream. So now that we've gone through that, even if like the stream breaks now, I won't be overly upset. I'll still be upset. I'll be minorly upset, I guess. You can't really say underly, can you? You can be overly upset, but you can't be underly upset. It's kind of like, it's funny because there was like something I read the other day. I think it was on TL. Like, you can be nonchalant, but you can't be chalant. Which seems kind of also imbalanced, in my opinion. I'm not even sure what it would mean to be chalant. It just means you care. I don't know. Anyway, Probe Guy's gonna escape here, barely with his life. Actually doing a nice pullback with his link, so he's not gonna take any damage from that cannon. I wonder if he could have like let it chase another couple of seconds, because even if you take one shot from the cannon, that's okay. Not sure. And oh, looks like we have both guys at the natural also being taken. So it is going to be some kind of tech play here from Hero, perhaps where you might see Stargate. Either way, it's not going to be any kind of crazy gateway all-in, warp gate all-in. I'm still not sure whether people care if do people care if I say gateway or warp gate? Like if it's actually a warp gate but I say gateway, do people care about that? Or are people going to like make Reddit threads about that? Like, oh my god, this terrible commentator says gateway when they're not gateways. And, oh, he doesn't see the gas! Oh man, the Overlord actually gets chased away by the Stalker without getting in range of the 4th gas here. So, he's seen the 3 gases, alright, but I don't think he actually saw the 4th gas. Did he see it? I don't think he did. Anyway, Robo going down at the natural as well. Plus 1 on the way. Zerg's just droning up on his 3 bases. Looks like he's got 53 drones already against the 46 probes. So maybe make a couple more and then start taking up, getting some units out. Does already have his gases mining. And looks like going straight up to Lair. And a Roach Warren. Good stuff. Is that a pylon at the front there? That's interesting. Just sticking a pylon right at the front of the forge there. I mean, I think that will let him. Well, obviously that lets him warp in just like right there at the top of the ramp. But I think it also lets him build gateways there if he wants to like wall off that ramp and take his 3rd or relatively quickly. And it looks like that's actually what he's doing here, which is kind of confusing to me because he took his 4 gases really quickly and yet he's also taking a really fast 3rd. That is a very fast 3rd. He's got 1 Stalker and 2 sentries and he's like, you know what? It's a pretty good time to take a 3rd base. I mean, I've got 1 Stalker and 2 sentries, and force fields are imbalanced, so what could possibly go wrong, right? What could go wrong? What is the worst that could happen if I take a base with 3 units? This is fine. It's fine. Anyway, it looks like, oh, we have a Spire on the way for what's his face, Action. So it looks like his Roach Warren might have just been like a defensive thing, so in case Hero tries to put on any pressure, he can make some roaches, but instead he's actually just wants to start getting some mutas. And we did see him actually recently play a game against, I think it was Sun? Is that right actually? Can somebody confirm? Action versus Sun? Where he did just basically just go mass muta and Sun just died because he didn't know what to do. Or not that he didn't know what to do, but he just kind of didn't do it right, I guess. And it looks like he saw the 3rd base going up and he's just not going to punish it right now. Instead he's taking his own 4th base, immediately taking both gases by the way. If you guys look on the minimap, it's probably a little bit grainy, but his hatchery's not even finished yet and he took both gases. Immediately wants those gases, obviously because going mass muta is pretty gas heavy. So wants to get all that gas ASAPly. His +1 melee attack is on the way. It's almost done actually. And Blink is on the way also for Hero Join though. So you know, he will have Blink Stalkers to help deal with these mutas, but there's going to be a lot of mutas incoming because Action has made like basically no units. He made 4 Zerglings. Okay, now he's made more Zerglings, but you know, until a couple of minutes ago, he made just like 4 Zerglings and then mass drones and got a 4th base, and then he made a bunch of Zerglings to start putting on some pressure. But you know, since the Protoss didn't really put on any pressure of his own, Action's just been free to just drone up and tech up, and now he's gonna have a lot of money for those mutas. You know, just poking around with these things. But as I said earlier, Hero Join using that or walling in that narrow ramp there by his natural, so he can just focus his defense around his 3rd base. And it looks like he did see the Spire there. I think that's what they were showing. I wasn't actually paying attention there, but I think he did see the Spire. So you should know that mutas are coming, but now he definitely knows the mutas are coming. He saw it with the Observer. It looks like why is he? Okay, for a second I thought Action saw the Observer and he was gonna bring an Overseer to kill it, but then he just like flew away. That was kind of weird. There's not that many Stalkers here actually. There are no Stalkers and there's no cannons in any of the mineral lines. Is that 1 cannon? No, that's a pylon going down in the back of the natural. Oh man, this could be really bad for Hero Join here. Action. He's losing some mutas there though. With those, I think those Stalkers might have been target firing individual mutas, which is obviously a very good thing. But unfortunately, he's losing more probes here in the main. He's not even pulling them. At least he can pull them to the side. But there's the big blink in. Gonna grab a couple of extra mutas there. And oh man, even intercepting these mutas as they fly out here. So Action actually down to just 5 mutas there. Actually, very nice defense from Hero. He did lose 11 probes though, and we are just gonna crash the stream. Yes, awesome. Well, at least we got to see the muta harass first, I guess. Alright, nobody's dead, everybody's alive, don't panic. Hold on to your towel. And we're fine, we're good. And by good, I mean, Action has now increased to 6 bases, and Hero Join's still on 3. And he's gonna lose his Cybernetics Core. That is not ideal. That's alright. Pretty soon we'll just have a buffer into Doritos commercial. Hero's pretty dead here. He's got like 10 Stalkers and a couple of Immortals. Oh no, what are the Colossi doing? No, the Colossi! Colossus! Where are the rest of the Stalkers? Why does he have like 4 units out here that are doing nothing? Oh my god, the rest of the army is down here at the 4th base. But he's gonna get murdered by those mutas when they come back. He's gonna get absolutely murdered. He's losing his 3rd base. It looks like Action actually is going for the counterattack here. I think he should just bring the mutas back and just kill it. He can actually just kill this with the mutas. There's not that many Stalkers. Like he's doing a base raid situation as if the Protoss like had a decent army and he couldn't engage it, but he can actually just engage it. He's just gonna go kill everything though. It's like relying on some Spine Crawlers to stop this. Spine Crawlers actually won't, because there's 3 Immortals there, which is going to be pretty good. And some fancy Blink Micro, but, you know, the game's basically over. It's like 50 supply to 100. More than 100 actually, 170, whoops. 170, it's a little bit more than 100, guys. The drones are even coming off. This is so funny, it's like, Action's pretending as if he doesn't have like a 6-time supply advantage. He's like, oh no, pull the drones, I might die. But not really, because I have a trillion Mutalisks. I think he's just gonna eliminate him. He doesn't care. Oh man, this is actually gonna be an elimination here. It's gonna be an elimination. It's an elimination. There's no GG. There was no GG, right? Was there a GG? I didn't see a GG. I think he just got eliminated. Wow. No GG.